Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds. And here with me today, I have one of these diamonds in the rough. His name is Jason Mercier. He's an edge rusher out of Jackson State. Nice to have you, sir.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing well. Obviously out of Jackson State. Jackson State really put on the map recently. Of course, you had Coach Prime there for a minute until he decided to part ways. But I mean, hey, man, he certainly helped put it on the map. Recruited a lot of great talent, and put together a nice squad overall, which you were a part of. I am very curious about you and your journey. So, if you don't mind, give me a little bit of background, if you don't mind. Tell me where you're from and get us there to Jackson State.
So, originally I'm from Boynton Beach, Florida, out of Palm Beach County over in South Florida. And I was a three-star prospect coming out of high school. I ended up going to out of high school. I ended up going to Florida National University, which I played 4 years there, which is 2018 to 2021. And after that, I went over to Jackson State in 2022.
Cool. So, again, like you said, the Palm Beach, Florida area, and went to FIU and then Jackson State. Kind of want to walk through a bit of those journeys, if you don't mind. Let's go back to your high school days. I know you, in addition to football, you did a whole bunch of other sports as well. Talk to me about you as a high school athlete for a little bit.
So I was never really a football player, really, even in high school. So I came in. Matter of fact, in Little League, I didn't start playing Little League till like my ninth grade, eighth grade year of school or whatever. After that, I was really a basketball player. I wanted to play triple SA, AAU, YBOA. I played for some pretty good teams, and one day I got caught at the meat market one day by one of the coaches, and he was looking at me like I had pretty good size. That would fit into his little league team that he was looking for. And after that, I just really got into it. I ain't really, I ain't really kind of like football at first, really. Like, it wasn't really my thing. I felt like, but as time went on, with the guys I hung around and everything, things went pretty good. And I seen that I had the size and that, like I felt like football might be a pretty big thing for me, other than basketball.
Yeah, I mean, at least per my notes, I mean, you got some decent size to you, some good length, and that's probably the one thing that one coach was saying is like, "Hey, man, come out here on the football field. We'll see what we could do with you." What did they do with you there in high school? Did you play any other positions rather than edge rusher?
So I had to play O line. I had to play offensive tackle because we didn't have offensive tackle my sophomore and junior year
Mm.
over at Boynton Beach High School, whatnot. And after that, I was I was playing I was playing D tackle and those whatever we needed, honestly. Just because I was a team player. Well, I'm still a team player, so.
Well, interesting. I mean, I'm assuming that's mainly just because you were probably one of the biggest guys in your high school. So,
Well, that yes and no. Yes and no. One of our tackles went down. He got hurt during practice, and then it was the next man up. Only person who really like knew what they were doing really was pretty much me at the tackle
gotcha.
position. And
Well,
I really. Oh, you
no,
good?
you're,
You good?
no, you're good. Keep going.
Oh well, I mean, it was pretty. I felt like it was pretty easy for me to play tackle too. Once I got the steps down and everything. Me and my cousin actually played too over there, at Boynton Beach High School with me. He played guard, offensive guard. And what we used to do was we used to talk to each other, in a different language, which is Creole, to get everything accorded for me because I didn't really know the plays. It was a quick thing where I had to jump in. So that was one big way that's one big thing that really helped me out, I felt like.
Interesting. Jason, you were saying there earlier that at first football wasn't your thing. I mean, you're a basketball guy for the longest time. Ultimately, what is it about the game of football that you now really enjoy and love, and the reason why you want to pursue it professionally?
I just once I started put really using my hands and everything, I feel like on the field and just like really moving around, you know. and everything else, I felt like I really started falling in love with it, honestly. And I just started watching football more, and learn things from different guys and being different people, like many different people that I met playing football. I feel like that really even made my love for the sport even better.
So when you were watching guys in the NFL, I mean, who were you watching at the time? Like, were you a big fan of any particular player?
So the first guy that I heard that ever played, my position was JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, and uh, he's kind of he's kind of a closer guy to me. I feel like because I believe he is Haitian descent, which I am too, Haitian descent, and pretty much the same type of body type, same height, same weight at the time and everything. So I felt like I really resembled him. So I watched him more and more and more. And that's the guy I pretty much resembled my game too.
Interesting. So, yeah, I mean, if the guy's Haitian, I mean, maybe that's part of the biggest reason why you were a big fan. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I gotta you know, respect my people and follow them and really enjoy their game because I mean they're able to get out on the field and do some great things. And for you ended up taking your talents to Florida International first out of high school. And you were there for a while. I'm assuming you also obtained your degree there. What did you ultimately finish up at FIU with?
So I didn't graduate from FIU. I'm
Okay.
graduating this May right now from Jackson State.
So say once again, what are you graduating with?
Into the disciplinary studies. It was
Interdisciplinary.
criminal justice. Yeah, it was criminal justice, but I switched it over.
Gotcha. So uh tell me something about your time as a student real quick. I mean, whether it be at FIU or there at Jackson State, what was probably your most difficult class?
uh, it was a computer class. It was CGS. It dealt with a lot of Excel and Microsoft and everything. I had to get on certified in those.
So probably you said that's probably one of your most difficult classes you had to take.
Yeah, cause I really was learning how to do like the more advanced stuff to it. Cause I know once I got certified in Microsoft Word, I know that Excel was going to be pretty tough itself too, with with all the assignments and modules and everything. And as times got longer, I felt like it kind of got trickier.
Well, I mean, of course, hopefully we won't have to work with that stuff anytime soon because I mean, obviously right now you're pursuing the professional game of football, getting yourself right and getting yourself in front of a lot of different scouts. So, um, you moved from FIU to Jackson State, where I had already mentioned. I mean, that program really just kind of exploded over the past couple seasons. Real quick, man, what's it like, having Coach Prime as your head coach?
Man, it's great, man. I ain't gonna lie to you because the thing that you hear every day, you wouldn't really want to hear from different coach, but a guy like him, knowing that he was the best guy to play this sport, and the passion that he has for the sport is significant.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are thinking these days, HBCU is just keeps on growing and growing, and so many more, great talented players keep coming out of there, and they've been able to recruit well. And I think a lot of that is because of Coach Prime, also Eddie George out at Tennessee State. I mean, it's a lot of guys are really trying their best to build up the whole HBCU circuit. So which is really doing great right now. Um, let's talk about you as a football player. Again, I introduced you as an edge rusher. Um, talk about how you've been utilized throughout your career, in college, whether you're lining up, from three out wide or as wide as you can get, but talk about your experience overall.
So pretty much I play the edge, I play the four, I play the five. My favorite alignment is the four because I know I really it's pretty much common sense of really what comes to me. If I know the tackle is gonna come straight down to me, he'll come down to me, and I know the guard will go away. I'll pretty much quickly engage into the tackle and shut off of the guard. Shut off of the tackle as soon as I see the guard leave, which will make me, make a quicker TFL. Understand, a three technique. I like the three because I can get wide in the three tech, you know, and just shoot the gap. And once I shoot the gap, knowing that I'm quicker and faster than my actual opponent, that's how pretty much I utilize my talent. Nose, same thing. Nose, I'll be able to either quick swim or long arm. Use pretty much a lot of things in my toolbox that I know that'll make my opponent, pretty much like, I want to say cloud his mind up really. I really want to say cloud his mind.
Well,
Because
I
I'm pretty
mean,
much he doesn't.
Well, I
We
mean,
good.
I definitely feel like there is a lot that you bring to the table as a prospect. I mean, whether it be your ability to line up on different positions or just kind of showcase your quickness there. What do you feel is like the biggest thing you bring to the table as a prospect? What separates you from everybody else?
That I know that I'm gonna be the most aggressive person on the field, and I'm gonna go hard to the end of to the next whistle blow. Go sideline to sideline, and just make sure I give the greatest effort I can. Cause I know if I don't, then something bad might happen, and either assignment might be messed up. If I do mess up, I want to mess up full speed. I don't even want to. I don't want to be able to, to say, "Oh man, I messed up." Da da da. Nah, it's really the next play for me.
Gotcha. Well, you certainly put together a really good resume. I mean, good enough to receive an invite to the Tropical Bowl. Talk for a little bit about your experience there. I mean, whether it be some of the activities, the practices, or anything else that you did during your time at the Tropical Bowl. So, tell me about your experience there.
It was a great experience. I met a lot of guys, learned a lot of different things from different people, from different colleges that I didn't really know myself. Uh, I learned a lot of new drills from the coaches that were there who was coaching us during Tropical Bowl and everything else. They taught me a lot of new moves that were something I could critique with my move. I could use go off of this and go back to this. Going back and forth to those two or whatnot. So I mean, it was a pretty good experience, especially seeing a different type of competition from different levels, FCS, FBS. Seeing guys from SEC all the way down, to the lines.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys that you were able to match up against. I mean, because I think ultimately people want to know where they match up, and so uh, playing there at Jackson State, which obviously a great program, but I mean, you want to be able to match up against these FBS guys and see where see where you line up and hopefully win those one-on-ones. The other thing about a lot of those all-star games is just, the relationships that you're able to build during that time, whether it be those coaches you were talking about, maybe some of the teammates there, or even sitting down in some of those interviews with, NFL scouts. Talk about some of the relationships that you were able to build during your time there.
So I'm sorry. Can you repeat that last part again? I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. Just talk about some of the relationships that you were able to build during your time at the Tropical Bowl. Players, coaches, teammates.
Uh, I met a guy named Marcus Bragg from University of Auburn. Well, from Auburn University. He's pretty much the same type of body type I am. Honestly, he's from South Florida too, from Miami. We do have mutual friends. Once I linked up with him at the Tropical Bowl, we did a lot of talking ourselves. I showed him different things that I don't think that he knew, but vice versa, same thing too. He taught me some things that I definitely didn't know. I definitely didn't know, like how to critique for real that we worked on. I built a relationship with Coach T and Coach T Cook from actually some coaches from Florida University. It showed me how to really better my stance coming from a 2 point. 'Cause I felt like my stance was a little hockey, but now that we did critique it during that time, I felt like I gave the best gave the best I had.
Cool. And did you get any time, like with any NFL scouts? Like, did you talk to any of them during that week?
So I did talk to the Steelers. We did have a little interview there.
Cool. So, did they give you any sort of feedback or anything, or are they just trying to get some, I guess, standard information from you?
I just want to get some standard information for me.
Gotcha.
And what,
Well, I mean, obviously you were able to, showcase yourself at the Tropical Bowl. I mean, really just wrapping a bow on your college experience. And so obviously a lot of great moments throughout your time, whether it be at FIU, Jackson State, or even there at the Tropical Bowl. Give me maybe I don't know, your own best highlight of your career when you think about your time? I mean, is there like maybe a play even that sticks out that you want to share?
I really wish I scored against Miami. It was a fumble. It was a fumble recovery. I believe it was my freshman year too. My freshman year was a fumble recovery. I really wish I scored that because if we did score that, we would have been I want to say down by 7. Would have been down by 7. We had a chance to beat them my freshman year. But then the year after that, my sophomore, we came in and we did our thing. We won the game.
Yeah, that was a huge upset from FIU, right? That one year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That that's crazy. I mean, you figure FIU, no one ever expects them to go out there and beat Miami. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was one awesome game to be a part of for sure. So Um, nice. Let's take a minute. I want to meet Jason Mercier outside of a football player right quick. So, tell me something about you that maybe not everybody knows. I mean, whether that be hobbies or any other passions, anything else you got going on in your life right now that you want to share. So, tell me something about you.
So some little things about me, some facts, some fun facts, really. I am a member of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Um, I am Haitian descent. I'm able to play different type of sports, tennis. I ran track in high school too. I do the shot put, so I did some field stuff. I used to box when I was in high school and middle school. Um, I fish a lot. I do love going fishing, going boat, go fishing, or go to the beach, go on the dock, and just throwing out.
All right.
I feel like that's pretty much it.
Okay, well, a couple other quick questions maybe. Jason, I know right now you're training, you're trying to eat right too, but I mean, when you're not paying attention to those sorts of things and maybe want a cheat meal, what's that one cheat meal that you would, really want to have, whether it be something that like maybe a family member makes or even like a local restaurant in your hometown?
Um, I want to say it's a patty, but it's not Jamaican. It's a Haitian patty. So I mean, about this, I want to
Okay.
say they're not really that much healthy for you, but I mean that's something I really love eating. I ain't had none of it in a minute.
Hey man, if it don't taste good, if it's not bad for you, it don't taste good or something
Yeah.
like that. um uh Another thing that I just kind of want to throw your way again, not football related, but obviously having the ability to play this game might actually give you the opportunity to have a platform for maybe even something else even more important than football. Have you thought about maybe some platform that you might use football for, like whether it be a charity or cause or something? Like what comes to mind for you?
So I was thinking about doing some football camps at my old little league. Some football camps and back to school drives and everything. I mean, that's the plan actually for this summer coming up. We're planning to do a football drive and a day back to school drive for basically my little league back at home and back in Boynton Beach, the Boynton Beach Bulldogs. Um, really, I know a couple of guys who are looking to sponsor us, and partner with us and everything. My frat brothers are looking to help me out and everything too. So I'm pretty sure it'll be a good turnout.
Awesome. Well, great to hear. Jason, obviously, right now you are training, you are working towards that pro day. A lot of great talented guys there at Jackson State who a lot of scouts are going to come out there to see, including yourself. And so, um, what are you looking to prove during that pro day? I mean, are there certain numbers you're trying to obtain or what?
I'm trying to actually improve my numbers. I'm trying to actually, get to that right spot that I know I can, which I believe I'm right there. I'm pretty sure I'm right there.
Gotcha. And so where are you training at right now? Are you actually at your school or are you somewhere else?
No, I'm back at home. I'm back in Florida. I'm training over at Perform in Broward County, Timber Ponds, over Zach Cardone and Nick.
Great. Wish you best of luck in that pro day. I mean, I know that there's a lot happening. What's that one drill that you're the most confident in that you're gonna go out there and really kill it, man? Like, is it that 40? Is it the bench? Or what? What's that one drill that you're like uh pretty confident in?
I know I'm pretty confident on pretty much a lot of my agility drills. The L, the shuttle. I'm pretty confident in those. Broad. The 40 is gonna be very interesting coming real soon.
Gotcha.
I've been working pretty hard on really everything.
Well, something definitely to look forward to right now. But Jason, really appreciate your time sitting down for this interview. And again, wish you very best of luck in this process. All right, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you for having me, man.
Sure. Once again, Jason Mercier, edge rusher out of Jackson State. Definitely check him out.